Bridget Jones, it's time to live.
This Galentine's Day, make a date with Peacock.
I've set you up on Tinder. What? You're welcome.
You can call me Rockstar.
Bridget Jones.
But you can call her mummy.
Experience the final chapter of Bridget's unforgettable journey.
By all that's holy, Bridget Jones.
You are a brilliant woman. Embrace the chaos.
Enjoy your weekend, Mrs. Darcy.
Bridget Jones, Mad About the Boy. Streaming only on Peacock February 13th.
The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Spyder Grages with the Brutally Delicious Podcast, coming at you with another album review. Today we have the solo project of Lord of the Lost frontman Chris Harms with his solo debut album, 1980. This album really explores the creative darkness that is Chris Harms. It's a fun album with an 80s retro synth pop vibe, but then you get these Edgar Allan Poe-esque dark lyrics to it. It's honestly a very hauntingly beautiful combination. The opening song, I Love You, sets the tone of the album right away with a song of love that could have been if he wasn't afraid to approach. She called me Devial. Firstly, you have to know who Devial is, which is the updated version of Diablo, which is Maleficent's raven from Sleeping Beauty. Then you understand the relationship that those two had, and you see that this song is set seemingly in a time ahead of where that relationship has ended, and now he's looking for that relationship, that love again. Somewhere between Heaven and Armageddon, almost the ultimate yin and yang song. Every decision takes the relationship closer to Heaven or Armageddon, and it's tearing them apart. The final lyric to this, from a bed of roses, my love, to a bed of nails, heads or tails, question mark. There's no in-between for the relationship. It's either glorious or it's hellfire and brimstone. Missed Call, another lost love. I hear a phone ring and I hope I see your name, but I know it's not going to be you because now you're a ghost. Again, longing for that person to be there still. The end of the song, you hear like someone old school dialing a phone, you hear that little beep, 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 and then you get a busy tone, like the phone isn't in service anymore. Just a really touching kind of part to the song that really drives home the darkness in this, that longing, that yearning for someone to be there. Then Madonna of the Night, along with Sven Friedrich from Solar Fake, just explores that desire for that person, a madam, if you will, that'll take the undesirable, the disowned, be a mother figure, and show them a love that no one else will understand. Lunamor, the holding on to that perfect night, that perfect memory before everything turns cold and you're left alone with just the memories. The morning finds me lone, a crumbled heart of stone, yet I still hold a trace of the moments we embraced. Just absolutely hauntingly beautiful. Parallax, the narcissist that takes everything and continues to change the story to make you the villain and make them the victim. Although from where I am sat, you see your fiction as fact. It's just so dark and twisted. This whole album is this way. Past pain. I mean, the name itself just tells the story in its own. Reflecting on all the past pains, hoping for better days. The Gray Machines with Ronan Harris of VNV Nation. Living a life with where you were told everything you do. There's no free will. This is your religion. There's but longing for that world where there is free will. The search for that new religion, quote unquote, so to speak. A vagueness of faith, crying out for help, but there's no one that cares enough. People busy looking for someone to ignore, actively trying to ignore people. Morning broke me again, and in sadness I cried for help. I mean, every song of this is just so dark. It's so love and darkness, and it's hard to sometimes think of some of the words for that. And then finally, may this be your last battlefield. The end. One final tale, one final breath, one final farewell. This whole journey is done. There's no more burdens to bear. There's no more yearning for love. The earth calls for you now. It's done. Like I said, very Edgar Allan Poe in the lyrics, but the music is so damn uplifting. I can't help but love this album. It really showcases the creativity of Chris Harms. It's something that's totally different from Lord of the Lost, who I'm also a very big fan of. But it's not that different if you really kind of get the guy. This album really just showcases another side of Chris. It's raw emotion, it's darkness, it's love. I really think this album is going to speak to a large demographic of people, namely in the Gothic community. But I really think there's some things in this that will speak to a lot of people worldwide, just going through their emotions. It's beautifully written. It's beautifully produced. I absolutely love this album. As always, this has been Spyder with the Brutally Delicious Podcast. If you like what you heard, give me the Brutally Delicious Podcast a follow on social media at Brutally Delicious on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and myself at S Grages on Facebook, and Spyder G300, that is Spyder with a Y, on Instagram, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks.
One Hit Thunder is a podcast where we both celebrate and have a good laugh about bands and artists that had just one hit that we all know. Each week, we're joined by a guest from the world of music or comedy to learn more than you ever thought you would about some songs that you can't forget. And we decide if they brought the One Hit Thunder or were nothing more than a one-hit blunder. Look, if you listen to the show, you're probably going to laugh, and I guarantee you're going to crush next time the bar has music trivia. Tag Team, Jane Child, Meredith Brooks, Looking Glass, Sean Mullins, Eiffel 65, EMF, Crash Test Dummies, Crazy Town, Chumbawamba. We have hundreds of episodes in our back catalog and a new episode each week, so pass the Dutchie, make sure you're connected, and subscribe to One Hit Thunder wherever you get your pods.